Welcome all. I am Dr. Jay Kumar, and by this video we are now discussing one of the topic related to the fishery science, that is the types of ponds and layout of fish farm. So the first point about the types of ponds. They are having different types of ponds based on different purposes or classification. So depending upon water availability, the ponds can be divisible into two types. One type is called as perennial pond and second type is called as seasonal ponds. Perennial ponds means the ponds where the water is available throughout the year. So that pond is called as perennial pond. Some types of ponds like rearing pond, stocking ponds, where in these ponds the water is available throughout the year. These are the types of the rearing ponds. Second type of pond, which is called as seasonal ponds. Seasonal ponds means where the water is available only in a particular period of that year. The water is not available throughout the year. For a short period or for a short period of time or for some month, the water is available in that pond, and that ponds are called as seasonal ponds. Some types of the seasonal ponds like hapas or nursery ponds, these are the types of seasonal ponds. Now again, these ponds can be divisible into or classified into many types depending on source of water supply. Depending upon source of water supply, ponds are again divisible into four types. Spring water pond. In this pond, there is having particular water supplied by spring, so called as spring water ponds, and this water is very good for fish culture method because this is a clean water and no unwanted fishes or fish eggs are mixed into this water, due to which our culture can be takes place very easily and there is no mixing of any unwanted fish eggs is found in this water. So this is the spring ponds or spring water ponds is very useful for the fish culture. Second type, rain water ponds, which are also called as sky ponds. These sky ponds or rainwater ponds are filled with rainwater. Flood, third type, flood plain oxbow ponds, which is a highly productive type of pond in which there is having water. Flood water is stored in these ponds. And fourth type, well water ponds. Well water ponds, that is, in these ponds there is having well water, or these ponds are filled with well water, and this is also best for fish culture because no contaminated water is found in this pond, or in this no contamination is occur in this pond. So this is also best for fish culture technique. So this is about the depending on the source of water supply. The ponds are divisible into spring water pond, rainwater ponds, floodplain oxbow ponds, well water ponds. Now again, these ponds are classified according to their usage in fish farm. when we see any fish farm, they are having different type of ponds arranged in a particular way for various purposes. So according to their usage, these fish ponds which is found in the fish farm divided into some types. These ponds are constructed in accordance to the requirement of the fishes, particularly their stages of life cycle. That is, particular type of stage of fish is stored in a particular type of pond. So again, depending on the usage of the fish ponds, they are having many types, like one, hatching pond, first type of pond, which is called as hatching pond, or also called as hatching pit or happa or spawning ponds. These ponds having different names: hatching ponds or hatching happas, hatching pits or spawning ponds. These are small ponds about 8 by 4 by 2 feet, used for hatching fertilized eggs. After the fertilization is completed, these eggs are collected and live in this pond for hatching. So these particular type of ponds are called as hatching ponds or hatching happas. These ponds are found near the collection grounds from where the fertilized eggs are collected. And in these ponds, the slow flowing water supply is maintained. Slow flowing water supply is maintained for the aeration of the eggs. These ponds are rectangle type of ponds made by mosquito nets and fixed by bamboo in shallow water, in which the eggs are live in this water, and these ponds are fixed. These happas, mosquito made by mosquito curtain, is fixed into the pond, in which the different type of eggs are stored or eggs are live for the hatching purpose. So here the hatching takes place in this pond. So this pond is called as hatching ponds. Next type, second type, nursery ponds. Nursery ponds is about 50 into 50 by 50 by 4 feet, and a young fry up to 3 to 5 days. These are the young fries up to 3 to 5 days are transferred from spawning pond or hatching ponds into this nursery pond. Here they can remain for 30 days, and their number should be up to 4. The nursery ponds may be up to 4, and hatching ponds is maintained, or their number maintained up to 6. This is about the second type of pond, nursery pond. In hatching pond, there is having the fertilized eggs stored in the purpose of hatching. In nursery pond, they are having the second stage of the life cycle of fish, that is, fries are stored in the nursery pond. Third type of pond, which is called as a rearing ponds. This rearing ponds is about 90 by 30 by 4 feet, and this is used for rearing of advanced fry up to 2 to 3 months. advanced fries are stored or live in this rearing pond up to 2 to 3 months, and their number should be up to 12. Then about the fourth type of ponds, which is called as stocking ponds. Stocking pond, which may also called as marketing ponds. Stocking ponds or marketing pond is larger ponds. These are the larger ponds, and these are perennial. Water is available throughout the year, and fully grown organisms are stored in the or stocked in the stocking pond, which is about 6 feet deep. Size may be 300 by 88 by 6 feet, and here we can facilitate netting or the netting facility, or we can operate the net in these ponds. So these are the large type of ponds in which there are the fully grown marketable sized fish are stored. So these are different type of ponds which are generally used at the time of fish farm construction. Particularly these ponds are made in that fish farm, which are particularly classified on the basis of their usage or their stages of life cycle in which the fish are stored. Now about the layout of fish farm. Before construction, the layout of fish farm must drawn for their location, for design, a number of ponds we may arise, and the size of the fish farm and size of the ponds depend upon the purpose of the fish farm. In large ponds, they are having different types of ponds where the breeding of the fish takes place, eggs are hatched, fry reared, fingerlings are raised to marketable size. Whenever all the type of ponds are available or constructed in a particular farm, and that is called as complete fish farm, where their breeding is takes place, breeding, hatching is also takes place in that ponds, in that farm, fries are reared, fingerlings are raised up to the marketable size. That particular ponds, which is large pond, which is called as complete fish farming. Another type in which fries and fingerlings are taken from hatcheries and rear them in the farm to the marketable size. Here no breeding or the breeding process cannot take place in this pond. This is also called as incomplete fish farming, in which in this type the fries or fingerlings are taken from any hatcheries, and they can be, and then these fry and fingerlings are reared or raised up to the marketable size in this pond. When we see the layout of the fish farm, this is about a layout of a fish farm. This is a main pond in which water is stored, which is also called a head pond. This head pond then connected by the channel to different ponds like this. This is the layout of the fish farm. Suppose these are the breeding ponds where the breeding of the fish takes place. Then there must be many small range of ponds, that is called as hatching pits or hatching happas. These are hatching pits or hatching happas are small sized ponds where hatching of the eggs takes place. Breeding takes place in breeding pond, and afterward the eggs are collected and live in these hatching pits or hatching hapas made by the mosquito net. In this hatching hapas, the hatching pits, the hatching of the eggs takes place. Then hatched eggs, the fries are then collected and live in these nursery ponds. The number of these ponds are depend upon the purpose of that fish farm. Then afterward there is having some rearing ponds. These rearing ponds are rectangular ponds are arranged one above the other. This rearing pond where the fries are then stored and where there is an increase in size forming fingerlings. Afterward, fully grown organisms are stocked in a large ponds, that is called a stocking pond, and sometime in the large fish farm there is having a large pond where netting of the fish takes place, which is also called as marketing pond. In large fish farm, the marketing pond is also found where the fully grown fish are stored and which can be then supplied to the market. Here we can found they are having inlet and outlet. By this, the course of water can be maintained by the particular type of pipes. Here in the diagram there is having an inlet from which the water comes into this area in the main pond. Then afterward this course of water will maintained and supply water to various ponds, and the water again then remove by outlet which is found below of this pond in this diagram. So inlet and outlet are useful to maintain the regular water supply in these ponds. So this is all about the types of fish pond and layout of the fish farm. So thank you all of you for watching this video.